Welcome back to the vlog, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, thank you for all the support that you guys have given me for these vlogs. I hope you guys have been enjoying them. Today it is Friday, so we're just over 24 hours until we do play. The weather is pretty terrible, as you can see. It's been raining, but that honestly might suit us for tomorrow. Our plans for today is we're going to drop my car off, get it serviced, and then just go for a walk. But we've got heaps and heaps of uni to do. So for those that don't know, I'm doing my master's in teaching. So yeah, we've got 3 assignments due next week. I need to get them done today, or at least make a start on most of them. The time is currently 2 p.m. and we've just finished the Gippsland Power women's designs. We've also got the men's to do, and we'll send that off. They play this Sunday at Bandura, so Latrobe Uni. Mother's Day, obviously. And we're also working on our university. But yeah, currently car is in at the mechanics. I got a phone call earlier. Didn't expect this, but the battery, and I need new tires. So it's going to cost a little bit extra than what I thought, but it is what it is. Now for TTU, they were formed in 1981. They won last year's premiership, so 2023 is their most recent premiership. So pretty well, yeah, they're the reigning premiers. We're playing out at their home ground tomorrow. Hopefully it does keep raining for our sake. They're a very good team, very quick, and love to move the ball by hand and run in waves. So for us, the wet weather might actually help us. Now we've got a few changes. We've got 3 changes, a few blokes coming in and a few going out, but no late changes as of yet. I guess time will tell. We've still got a little bit until tomorrow. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Good morning, it is game day, and today we take on TTU, the reigning premiers, out at TTU. So the weather unfortunately hasn't rained, but there might be rain still to come. Last night we were up pretty late just doing university assignments. Yeah, slept honestly pretty bad. Woke up at 4 and didn't get back to sleep after that. I don't know what the go is with that, but nonetheless, we got ready, we've had breakfast, we've done our stretching, and we're about to head off to the ground. Hopefully, yeah, we can put in a good performance today and get the win. But yeah, I'll see you guys down at the Oval. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Game Day vlogs. Today we are going up against TTU, so Traralgon Tyres United, the reigning premiers, out at their home ground. Now we knew coming into this game it was going to be a tough game. And if we were to try and get the win, then we would obviously have to play 4 quarters of really good football. We're in the good spot there, and it did get smothered across the boundary line. We did manage to kick the first goal of the game, so Griffin puts it through. And us personally, we probably had a little bit of a slower start than what we'd like. We had a bit more time on that possession there, but that probably just comes down to their pressure, I suppose. We could have marked that one. And then this next defensive effort, he actually just snaps my ankles, so... very thankful he didn't put it through, and they would definitely let me know about it out there. But from that moment on, we pretty well just managed to get the footy in our hands a fair bit. Now, the weather was a bit weird. It was pretty overcast. The wind was swirling. I suppose it was favouring one end, so I suppose we did have the wind for the first quarter, but in the sense it was pushing across towards the forward 50 or the flank, so it wasn't really favouring the goals much, which probably did impact the shots we had on goal and our accuracy as well. Here we were able to contest and bring it to ground where they do turn it over, and we do kick a goal as a result. Now, our defense was the emphasis for the day, which I think for the most part we did pretty well, which you will see throughout the vlog, but they are obviously a quality opposition, and like I said, reigning premiers, they went undefeated last year, and as you can see here, they love to link up and move the footy quick, so it's important that we did our work early to get back on defense. Now, there was plenty of advice given to me out on the ground, as you will see in this next passage of play. Have the footy in the corridor, go wide, get a nice bump off the footy, and then whilst we move forward up the ground, we do get a little bit more advice and a bit of attention away, which I find pretty funny. You know, it's all about getting into each other's heads, and there was plenty of words exchanged back and forth. Back in the day, I probably wouldn't have handled it as well, but it's all in good fun, and it's footy just at the end of the day. So now for us, we had a pretty good start. As you can see earlier, the scoreboard said, I think we're up 3 goals to maybe 1 goal 3. And here we're just tracking forward. Footy does end up going inside our forward 50, and Snowy does take a good mark. I can't remember if he does kick it or not, but another set shot on goal. This one was probably a little bit stiff. I don't know. Look, I probably did get him higher, but I thought taking the legs was a free kick. I'm not sure though, to be honest. And that was quarter time. There we go, 20 plays 9. So we're up at the quarter time break, and we probably had them on the back foot a little bit. And the intensity just lifted from both teams, so there was definitely plenty of pressure off the ball. And it was a bit of a weird game. There was plenty of scoring opportunities. Both teams probably didn't kick as well as they should have, and there was a lot of defensive rebounding. So the footy was played between the 50s a lot of the day. Now here we had no options, so we played on. We're just trying to go to Snowy down deep, but as you can see, it was probably a poor kick, 3-on-1. We get inside 45 kick here. To have a shot on goal. We're probably kicking from just within the 50, and the wind is doing a little bit, so I was pushing left of screen, and we probably didn't account to it as well. So went around the arc to make the distance, and it just got caught and drifted out left. And that's just another kickable goal that we probably should have got. Unfortunately, we don't, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, it was pretty congested. Get a nice handball out there, just follow the footy forward, and we get it back here. They apply the pressure, get a smother in, and I do get a hand in. Apologies to him, I did get him high, but we get the handball back inside. I did go over to make sure he was okay. We get a bit of a high block or fend off there. And for the next 10 minutes or so, TTU had all the momentum, so it was played in their forward half for majority. This next play, most footballers would know this experience where you're sitting in the hole, and I got off pretty well, but I did cop a massive corky, and it got me good, to be honest. Now I only noticed because obviously I'm recording this audio the next day, but that ultimately blew up my whole knee, so my whole knee is no good at this stage. But yeah, we did keep pushing through, and halftime felt amazing for it. You know what it's like cooling down and then coming back out. So petition to make halftime shorter as well, please. Now, TTU did kick a few goals in a row, which did make the contest even tighter. I'm pretty sure it was even figures. And it was how we were going to respond and finish off this second quarter. We take the advantage. It probably wasn't advantage, but we hit a nice kick to Snowy, and he goes back and kicks the goal. So that was definitely a good way to answer. And then we get another clearance handball over the top, and we have another shot on goal. And as the scoreboard says, 25 minutes into the second quarter, so there wasn't long left, and we are able to kick another goal, which does put us up by 2 goals at the main break. And I was really impressed with our boys' ability to change the momentum and get it back on our terms. Obviously, they'd kicked 2 goals, and we were able to get those 2 goals back fairly quickly, so it was definitely a positive to take out of the day. Here, we were probably a little bit slow going inside forward 50, but they did shut us down pretty well, so we went out wide, read the ball here off the hands. Now, this third term was not too bad. It wasn't the worst quarter, but TTU did win the quarter. We started off 12 points up at halftime, and then they did manage to kick a few goals. But we definitely still had our pressure there to some degree. I think their intensity did pick up a little bit more. As you can see, they kick another goal. But at this stage, we're definitely still in the game. I can't fully remember, but I do think we were down to either 2 or 3 on the bench. So we had a couple of injuries throughout, which probably it doesn't help you, especially against such a quality opposition. But that's footy, and that's what happens. As you can see, 7 points the difference at the 3-quarter time break. Now, the first 10 minutes of the last quarter were huge. It was probably going to distinguish the game. Whoever kicked the first goal, it was probably going to set them up as best as they could. And unfortunately, it went their way. They get a nice inside 45 kick and go back and kick the goal. Now, at this stage, the margin was 13 points. Not out of it by any means, but it definitely does make things a little bit harder, especially when the game's been such a low-scoring affair so far. Now, unfortunately, from this moment on, the floodgates did start to happen, so the end margin did get away from us a little bit than what it should have been. But there's definitely plenty of positives as well as things that we can work on moving forward. So as long as we learn something from it, that is the most important thing at the end of the day. And looking back on it, unfortunately, we actually didn't even score a goal in the second half, which is disappointing. But we end up going down by 37 points, which does take our season to 3-1. So hopefully we can reassess this week and bounce back next week with a win. But thank you once again for watching. Well done to TTU, and I'll see you guys in the next video.